Hello and welcome to P Guru's channel. I'm your host Sri Iyer. Today we are joining Professor R. Vaidyanathan to talk about the decline of US and rise of China. Professor R.V. Namaskaram and welcome to P Guru's channel.
Namaskaram to you, Iyer. And as the new year is nearing, one should again tell all our audience to have one more person suggested so that we reach 2 lakh as soon as
Yes,
possible.
yes.
Right?
Please refer one friend, one family member of yours to subscribe to our
Yeah,
channel. We have crossed 102,000 now, so we are
yeah.
picking up again. But I would like to see us gallop towards quarter
Get
million. So
one, get one. Okay?
yeah.
Right. Okay,
So
thank you.
yeah.
Today we will discuss about what I call the Hiroshima moment. If you recall, after the second, actually just after the Second World War, it was not actually during the war. Anyhow, immediately after this war, when the Axis powers have surrendered, U.S. Went and bombed two places in Japan. It has a devastating effect because that was the first time atomic bombs were used actually in practice. Whole world was aghast actually, and some of the mainline left thinkers and others that time itself they wanted US to apologize or feel US has not done the correct thing, like it was there for some time. Anyhow, along with that, very interesting things took place. Churchill lost the poll and Attlee became the prime minister. And Churchill actually was the one who led UK into victory against the Axis powers, but Attlee became. So I would have commonality between what has happened then. For 10 long years, there was a tussle between UK, Europe, and the USA. And finally, around 55 or something, the USA was recognized as the global power. And USA actually facilitated by providing the Marshall Plan, etc. And then under Eisenhower, they started this highway building and other thing, and the US became a very big power actually. It was accepted also by, and the UK and Europe became what you may loosely call junior partners. UK was more jokingly called as poodle of US. Whatever US does, then you if US barks, UK will wag its tail. That type of a thing. Anyhow, come back to current situation. Trump did so much in order to alter the US equation of the world powers and also bring huge amount of differences, the changes in Middle East. Not many appreciate actually for the last 20-25 years. This is the first presidency which did not involve US in any major war in the world. Actually, he was withdrawing forces. He was not sending forces. I am very puzzled that this has not been adequately appreciated. Even during Obama time or Clinton time and other thing, it was always sending forces. Anyhow, by then I would equate with Attlee. Attlee, what he did was he withdrew most of the colonial powers. He withdrew from the colonialism and gave India and so many others became independent that time. Attlee was more a withdrawing type of thing. Not only that, the China currently has spread the Wuhan virus. Very clear. I am very clear at least about it. And not a single global power, A, has condemned China for this act. And B, want to punish China. This is something very, very interesting. They talk about China by Uyghur and various things. But China controls actually World Health Organization. Everybody knows about it. The Tedros seems to be a poodle of China. So there is no serious effort in Europe particularly. US has made some noises about it, but not on a. China should have been expelled from the UN actually by now if other powers are very serious. Why it has not happened, we have to analyze. China has come out of it like US came out of bombing Hiroshima. Same way China has come out of this turbulence. Not only that, it has proved itself to be a, really a dominant power which is being feared by others, if you ask me. And they have huge amount of influence in universities, in media, in we have built over the last 30, 40 years, not over 1 or 2 year or anything. And also, they have colonized a large number of countries in Africa and Central Asia. Colonized in the sense they have not gone and occupied, but they have a huge amount of labor force in all those countries who are not moving out. Even after the project is over, they continue to stay there. If you visit Kazakhstan or one of these stans in Central Asia, you will find more Chinese than the local population. Local population is so small, and even in Asia. So they have bullied themselves to the top position, according to me. Why US is a declining power? Many people say no, they have huge military, and not many people are aware 40 to 50% of the US military is private military, privately done, privately owned in terms of manufacturing, in terms of various other activities and other things. And some of these huge conglomerates, they are no more respecting sovereignty of the countries. Big companies, for instance, Amazon or your Google or Microsoft, many people may not be even aware. They are not paying any taxes in US at all. They are all registered in tax havens
Ireland,
and
yeah.
Ireland, and they are a country by themselves. Actually, they don't care about. And the local, include Republican as well as Democrat, often make noises that they should be made accountable. They should be brought in, and sometimes some fines are imposed on them. They don't care. They pay the fine. That's all. So huge MNCs do not respect sovereignty. There are two groups which don't respect sovereignty. One is MNCs, other is the terrorist groups, jihadis. They also don't respect sovereignty. It can be a Nigerian man, collecting weapons from Philippines and going and doing damage in Paris. So that type of thing is there. So China has utilized the opportunity, and it is on ascendancy. Let's be very clear about it. Maybe it will take another 5 to 10 years for others to accept it. So the same way, when UK and Europe became subordinate to US, I think Russia, Europe, and US will become subordinate to China. And where does India come in? India cannot rely on US or even Europe to fight its war with China. First point. They are not going to. In the last, at least it's not completed, but still, Biden has already started talking about Asia Pacific, not Indo Pacific.
TPP, yeah, TPP, yeah.
Something very interesting. Defense Secretary also mentioned. I don't think it is just a, what do you call a pronunciation mistake or anything. Anyhow, US doesn't do like that, and they have not mentioned anything about India. They are talking about terrorism in Afghanistan should be stopped, and they are just. I think obviously they will not be so much worried. If at all, this Harris team up that Somalian gang may needle India on some human rights issue or on some religious issue or anything. I don't think so. We should stop looking at China using US lens. First point. Second is we should deal with China on our own terms. Actually, I will share it with you an interesting thing. Couple of us met Henry Kissinger when he was in India. An informal chit chat and a cup of tea and other thing. He asked one interesting question. This was pre-COVID. He was on way to China actually. Have you ever done anything to dismember China? The people who were around the table were shocked actually, this question. Because we have never, because his point was slightly interesting. See, China has got huge amount of access in India. We have so many fault lines. Why China? Anybody can exploit those fault lines. Madagascar to, what one can, you can call Latvia. Anyone can exploit the fault line. China, of course, has got a huge amount of what one can call their own supporters, agents, ideologically. To the extent in 68, Charamajumdar time, it was told Chinese chairman is our chairman. Anyhow, they have done a huge amount, and there are also a large number of people knowing different Indian languages in China among experts. In India, I don't think you can count more than 100 people knowing Chinese, first and foremost. Second is, during the Three Gorges time, I wrote several letters to government and that time NSA and various other groups that we should exploit this to destabilize. They all laughed it out. We have not created any assets inside China. We are obsessed about Pakistan, but not under China. Second is, that time China was inclined to allow large number of our yoga people. Even Kanchi Math was supposed to travel, and it was denied permission by the then UPA. And yoga and various other type of activities are very much popular in China actually. AOL could open those days, open a branch or whatever you can call it actually. So what we should have done, we should have printed a million Amar Chitra Kathas and circulated it to China. And those comics are much more attractive compared to those so-called mango comics from Japan, which is flooding the Chinese. What I want to say is we should have sincerely attempted in the last 20 years to capture the idea of the society of China, not the Communist Party. That is how you try to destabilize a country using culture, music, art, dance, and 100 other type of things. Incidentally, Hinduism is not recognized in China. Christianity, Islam, Jewish, all of them are Protestant, all of them are recognized, but not Hinduism. We can put it as one of the demand that you should recognize our Hinduism, and we should actually use our culture to some extent. We can't deal with China exclusively using our embassy, and though they are all cocktail groups actually, not much of a thing, nor only use the army. That's also, and nor wait for some miracle to happen so that China will come around and nothing will come around. Right? China is on ascendancy. Economically, it is very powerful today. To the extent now they are expecting in this COVID year 3 to 4% positive growth rate. They are non. If you ask me very openly, they are nonchalant actually about anybody actually. If at all, you should have condemned strongly the China for the virus. They didn't do it because German has got huge amount of interest. Yeah.
Sir, there is a consortium forming around India, France, and United Kingdom that is going to officially condemn China for the virus and its management and its propagation, and perhaps it will also be the one that will start moving towards passing some sanctions against China. This is in the formation stage, but I think you'll hear about this in a short while, sir. Please continue.
Nothing, I am telling you, nothing will happen. China is so nonchalant. See, half of Africa is with them, half of Central Asia is with them, large number of, and then the Chinese initiative has been accepted by another 12, 13 countries in Asia. We have not joined the grouping yet. Under, their, what you call the road initiative is going full stream. Nothing is, it's the same thing like in those days, it used to be told England and France and others will join to minimize the US importance. Go back to 1948-50, nothing happened. China is it's not only, it's a big bully. And most important thing is, unfortunately, US is declining. Couple of reasons are there. US society is in turmoil. Many people are not realizing it. Almost family is gone. And that's one of the fundamental thing I always say. Last year, 52% of the births were out of wedlock. And among blacks, it was worst, 75%. And US over a period of time is imparting to itself a guilt feeling. A guilt society can never be a dominant society. One way to destroy a society is to have huge amount of guilt injected into the system. And that has happened. And one of the first outcome of the guilt syndrome was Obama getting elected. Let's give a black a chance. He was not a regular black actually. He's what I call pseudo black, like our Kamala Harris. Obama is not coming from the slave, blacks who came to US or anything. He had some relative, link with the Kenyan, his father, and anyhow. So the guilt ridden society. And same way the West has imparted huge amount of guilt into India for the crimes which we never committed. They made it appear as if Sanatana Dharma was one of the brutal religions and other. So guilt ridden societies are gone. US is on that stage now. Upside, I was telling you, I think, if you remember, in San Francisco, they want to remove the name of Abraham Lincoln from a school, telling that he was not, pro-black. Can you believe this? I think it's going nuts, that place. And plus all other, left variation. California, people are telling, is slowly losing its attraction as an investment destination because of all this green talk, black talk, and all the talks, right? So that is US is on. We should recognize there is nothing. It's after all a cycle. You can't be a permanent global power or anything. So India has to take a very, very clear-cut thing. How to? We have to deal with China on our terms. Let's be very clear. We can't deal with China on European EU or the Quad, for instance. So much is being talked about. Nothing will come out of it finally, and people will, just drop India out of there because we can be easily bullied. As one of the MNC chief was once jokingly telling, it's a very tough place to do business, but also a very easy place. I asked him, what do you mean? Very tough place because you have hundreds of these regulatory framework and this and that and babus and bureaucrats and other. Why you are telling very easy? He said he can bribe and then get everything done there. That's all. In the sense there is no, he told me we can bribe the court, we can bribe the cops, we can bribe the. So India is not. See, for instance, this fellow, Jack company, Twitter, they told we won't attend your hearing. And Google we call sometime to attend. They told no, we won't attend. Facebook told forget about it. So they just and we are also very meek. We have not taken action against any. That, for instance, this NDTV, there was a move that one day they should be asked to close. Nothing happened. They are happy whistling and going around. After doing so much money laundering, they are now telling that this other television channels are all doing this. Anyhow, what I want to say is we are a very, very meek and weak country. Yeah.
Sir, I'm still waiting for Mr. Pranoy Roy to call me by name.
He will never. I think, the problem with many of us is we have crime only, no punishment. Dostoevsky, if he is born in India, he will write a book called Crime and Price or Crime and Position. No punishment, nothing. You tell me 2014 after that, any single person, one person you tell me who has been put inside jail for money laundering, for illicit funds, for murder, for any type of activities, for stealing the exchange like Maran did. Nobody has ever been. So 14 to today, what, 27 years?
Right.
Not a small time or anything, right? So
Right.
I think we should recognize China as an emerging power. And some people have grandeur thinking, like US and USSR, India and China will be two major powers. They simply do not understand the idea of power, right? Power doesn't come by by being meek. Meek and weak never get power. With the guilt, you are made to feel guilty. Why are you guilty? No, we have done so many. If you talk to any average Indian, he will always say, no, we have to abolish caste system, we have to abolish. He will go on, blabbering. what has been put into his mind. He is convinced that a huge amount of injustice has been done.
Sir,
So, guilt-ridden society is a decaying society, and unfortunately, US has acquired that skill. In the 50s and 60s, US was not guilt-ridden at all. They used to say, "What we do is what we do." That's all. Anywhere in the world, we will go and conquer millions of. And I think it's one country where 110 places on the world they have got their own what you may loosely call bases. But all that is now they are all very meek and they feel very guilty. Yeah, we have done this wrong, we have done that wrong, another thing. So this is something which we have to give a thought. We should cultivate the habit of dealing with China on our terms. Let me again repeat it. And we are as even 20% of our effort should be put to destabilize China, what we are trying to do in Pakistan. But we have, I don't think we never, even to, go for the, what you may loosely call the swearing in ceremony in Taiwan. We sent one MP and that one party member of BJP, that Ram Madhav and Lekki. And even after doing that, we were very worried about it. What will be the reaction and other. We are very, what you may loosely call very meek. And meek, I don't think you will agree with me, meek never inherit the earth, right? Even though it is always told weak and weak. That is what is the point. So, Wuhan virus, according to me, is Hiroshima moment. And China has carried it through successfully. Created fear among others also.
yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. And we'll be back with more such interesting conversations with Professor R. Vaidyanathan. And for joining us and for subscribing to us and also for donating to us, a big thank you from both of us. And once again, we hope to see you very soon. Namaskaram, sir.
Thank you very much.